So I'll put that in there, and then I'll cover it with a cheesecloth, and then every morning when I wake up, every night before I go to bed, I take a metal spoon and I just pop that fruit beneath the level of the water, surface level of the water, so it stays moist so you don't get mold in it, right? And after a week, I'll then strain it, throw out the fruit, and put the liquid back in, cover it again, and then just go back to it every few days to taste it. And in like 2 weeks, it tastes like a fortified wine. And then it starts to turn by week 3, and week 4, 5, you start getting a mother form.
So exciting to be here at Fermentation Fest, and you know, I just had a chance to peruse the schedule of events, and it's really quite you know, awe-inspiring, the range of you know, different fermentation topics that are being covered here in different workshops. Kind of start from the beginning and address the question, you know, what is fermentation anyway? And, you know, why is it that almost every individual in almost every part of the world eats and drinks products of fermentation every day? So, broadly speaking, the way I would describe fermentation is that it is the transformative action of microorganisms. If we have any biologists in the house, they're already shaking their heads. And, you know, biologists understand fermentation to be something that is both more specific than that and also a little bit broader than that. So to a biologist, what fermentation describes is the production of energy without oxygen, anaerobic metabolism. And you know, this is this is a phenomenon that is observed, you know, both in microorganisms and in macroorganisms. And in fact, you know, the cells of our bodies can function in a fermentative mode. Mostly we function in this respiratory mode, and we have this elaborate system that distributes oxygen to every cell in our bodies. And you know, the most efficient ways that our cells can produce energy is using oxygen. But sometimes we you know, exert ourselves in ways that demand that our cells produce more energy than what we're providing them oxygen for. So they revert to this alternative mode of energy production, which is fermentation. And you know, when we use muscles in ways that force the cells in those muscles to revert to this fermentative mode, they produce a byproduct, which is lactic acid, just like happens in sauerkraut or yogurt. And we experience that as a muscle burn.